Hi there, and welcome to Graham's Guide Friday Live, this Friday, the 22nd of July. Today I've got a few things to chat about, so let's just get straight into it. There's my agenda there. We're looking at unit and course goals, models of learning, and the week in review. So let's go to the discussions first. So in the week, also those people who attempted their citing and referencing last week in the 1.6 module, thank you very much. Great results there. Really excellent to see people having a go. And if you haven't had a go at citing and referencing, every week is an opportunity in the discussion boards to, there's usually a reading every week. So every week there's an opportunity to cite and reference the weekly reading in your discussion board post. Now, you can do it as part of your response to whatever the weekly discussion is, or else you can just create a post that's specifically something that you found interesting in the weekly reading and just do a short post just on the weekly reading and cite and reference it. Whenever you do that, I will go in and acknowledge that you've done that. And if I see that there's an opportunity to provide you with feedback, I will also do that. But citing and referencing, it's a great place to practice in the discussion boards where you're not getting graded on that. It's just an opportunity to, start that process, because you will have to cite and reference in your assignment 2 and assignment 3. The quicker you pull the Band-Aid, as I've said, the better. So get into your citing and referencing. Okay, so now I've finished harping on about that, which let me move on. 2.6. Okay, so in the 2.6 discussion, actually I'm going the wrong way. And I'm not going to go back and re-record this, because what you see is what you get. Okay, here I am. And I want to go down to 2.6 discussion, because I put in here a little goal planner that I'm hoping will help you with planning your unit and course goals. I've included a video here from last teaching period. All the information, I actually cut it down to it was a 25-minute video. I've cut it down to just 10-minute video. And it goes through the process of how you might like to choose your unit and course goals. So watch this 10-minute video, read through the explanation I provided here, and then you can see some people have already started to use the goal planner, which is great. Thank you very much for those people who are already in there. And here's the form that you can fill out. So here you can just pop in here your name. I'll do one now quickly while I'm here. No, I've done one in that video above, so I won't do it again here. So if you watch this video up here, you'll see exactly what I was going to do, filling out the form. To help you, and you don't have to choose the goals that I pre-filled some goals there that you might like to choose. You don't have to choose the goals that I put there. You can choose a different goal, but run your goal by me to make sure that it's going to be one that will result in getting a higher grade for assignment 3. Okay, so that was unit and course goals. What's next on my agenda? Models of learning. Okay, for that we'll need to go back to the modules. So how will I get there? Here to the home page, modules, and down to week 3, module 2.6, models of learning. One of the reasons I'm highlighting this is because these models of learning, 2 of them, well, 3 of them actually, are what we use here at Swinburne Online. So transmissionism, that's sort of an old, I don't want to say it's old-fashioned model of learning, but it's when the teacher was at the front of the classroom and children sat in front and the teacher just, one example I give is my geography teacher in year 7, came in with a textbook. None of us had textbooks. We just had exercise books. He would grab the textbook, open it up at whatever page, and then he would start writing on the blackboard from the textbook, word for word, paragraph for paragraph, and the entire lesson, we would just sit there and transcribe what he had written from the textbook onto the blackboard into our exercise books. That's absolutely transmissionist learning. I don't even know that he ever spoke to us in that class. He must have, because surely that was not all there was to geography. Anyway, that was what I remember. So that's transmissionism. Constructivist learning, you can read about that here, and metacognition, of course. Now, metacognition is something that you might like to use as a unit goal or a course goal, because it's really useful for helping you you learn how you learn. That's what metacognition is, being aware of how you learn. And one thing in relation to metacognition with myself, and I've developed a plan of action, and I've monitored the plan, and I've evaluated this plan, is my best time for me to work is first thing in the morning. So I always make sure that if I've got something difficult to do, or really any work at all, I get up, have breakfast, and then I get my work done. My best work is done before lunchtime. So that's my plan, and I've monitored that plan. I've maintained that plan. I know it works well. I've evaluated the plan. I know it works well, so I repeat that plan. That's metacognition. I know once it gets to 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not really that much good at my computer work. So metacognitively speaking, I've worked out that the best time for me to work is first thing in the morning. Now, that's something that you might like to work on metacognitively as a unit or course goal. Learn best how you learn. Some people know that they're visual learners. And so some of the theories you might like to look up and see if you can find the topics covered by video, and watching videos might help you better engage with some of the topics that we cover in this class. You might like to look up social constructivism on YouTube, and if you find a reputable YouTube channel that's talking about social constructivism, that might help you better understand social constructivism. And you're doing that because metacognitively you realize you're better at visual learning than perhaps reading pages and pages of text. Okay, so that's what I wanted to look at, the models of learning. And the last thing on my list was the week in review. Okay, so I'll go back to modules, and let me go down to week 2. And down here, you'll see that one of the last pages here is week. Now, someone asked me during the week, how do I know that I've done everything? Well, this is how you know. If you go to the week in review page, it will list for you, there's some tick boxes here. Sometimes there's fewer tick boxes, sometimes there's more, but it asks you, have you watched the videos and read the readings for this week? Tick. Have you completed the activity, 2.3 modules of learning? Tick. Have you contributed to this week's discussion? Most important, tick. 100%, you've done that. Well done. You're on the right track. Full completion of each learning module will provide you with the greatest chance for success in your study pursuits. So don't fool yourself on these. Don't tick them off if you haven't actually done them. And if you feel you could have done them better, well, go back and revisit any of these that you feel that you need to better understand. Again, on this page, you'll also find the weekly readings, the essential readings. These are critical to your knowledge and learning in this unit, because we want you to in assignment 2 and 3, we want you to write about these weekly readings. So you'll need to cite these weekly readings. So this video series by Dr. Chu on how to study is critically important, and also this article by Livingston, Metacognition and Overview. Both of these are the essential readings for this week. So each week you can go to the week in review, just run through this list and make sure that you've completed these things. I note here it also reminds you that the online test opens in week 4. So there are reminders here as well. So don't skip over the week in review. Make sure you go through the week in review when you're working through the modules. Alrighty, well, that's as much as I wanted to chat about today. So until next time, it's bye for now.